Come with me to a Pokemon League challenge at House Rule Gaming's. If you guys don't know what a League challenge is, you can watch my first vlog, which you can find right here. But besides that, there was 26 players today, so there'll be 5 rounds total. I was playing Regidrago for the tournament, so let's get right into it. Let's start off with the first round. We went up against Sebastian, a subscriber to the channel. Shout out to him for always supporting me. He was playing Charizard and started the match going first. I did have to mulligan, but I was able to set up 2 Regidrago V, 1 Grass Ogerpon, and attach a Fire Energy to Regidrago and pass. During his turn, he was only able to set up 160 HP Charmander and 1 Pidgey, so I know for sure if I can kill a Charmander, he is cooked. Even though he Iono me, I was still able to get my Regidrago V-Star out by playing my own Iono, which literally got me everything I needed. I was able to get enough energy to attack with Regidrago V-Star and get Dragapult EX in the discard pile to copy its attack, doing 200 damage to the active Gouging Fire and knocking out his 60 HP Charmander on the bench. He Iono me next turn and was able to set up multiple Charmanders. With the current board state, if I can bring up his Ronin V to the active, I knew I could take multiple prizes in one turn. I used my Regidrago V-Star's ability to dig for a boss order or a Prime Catcher, which I did hit the Prime Catcher so I can bring up his Ronin V. I play Prime Catcher to bring up his Ronin V, and I put my Grass Ogerpon with the energy so I know I can retreat. I also had a Lucha in my hand to play, which put 10 damage counter to 2 Pokemon in the bench. I put 10 on the Pidgey and 10 on the already damaged Gouging Fire. Then I retreated the Grass Ogerpon to bring back up the Regidrago and attack by copying Dragapult EX attack, doing 200 to the Ronin in the active, 40 damage to the Pidgey, and 20 damage to the Gouging Fire, which means I take 5 prize cards in one turn. What a crazy game for me. That puts us at 1-0. Moving on to the next game, we face Quad Thorns. This deck literally shuts off my deck. I can't use 2 Mass Ogerpon or even Regidrago's V-Star ability. I basically attach and pass multiple turns. But every time I attach, my opponent literally hits his Crushing Hammers back to back to back. And there wasn't really much I can do in that game. So we took an L on that one, putting us at 1-1. Round 3, we went up against Dialga. We lost a coin flip, so my opponent went first. In this matchup, we both wanted to go first, so I was already at a disadvantage. He got a Dialga V setup and 3 Beldum on the bench. During my turn, I set up 2 Regidrago V because I know there's a chance he can knock out one of them. And if he does kill one of them, I am really behind. So I attach a Fire Energy and pass my turn. He wasn't able to accelerate 5 energy to his Dialga V-Star, which means he can't Star Chrono this turn. But with 4 energy, he can still use his first attack to do big damage. But not enough to kill my Regidrago V. I knew I needed to attack by copying Giratina's V-Star attack to knock out his Dialga, but I was still missing the Giratina in the discard pile, so my last resort was the Regidrago V-Star's ability, and we managed to discard the Giratina from that. Before I attack, I try to set up my board because I know my V-Star will be knocked out next turn. Luckily for me, he still wasn't able to accelerate 5 energy to his Dialga V-Star, so he's still unable to Star Chronos. He has 3 energy on his Dialga, which is enough to knock out my already damaged Regidrago V-Star. I wasn't able to accelerate energy onto my Regidrago my next turn, so my only option was to attack with the Grass Ogerpon. Since he already has 3 energies on the Dialga, I knew there was a chance he can Star Chronos next turn, so I decided to put down Radiant Charizard to force him to only take maximum of 3 prizes instead of all 4. I bossed up one of his Metang because that was my only option. I knew one of my energy switch was in my prize, so I really wanted to at least take some prizes this turn. He finally Star Chronos me by killing my Ogerpon in the active, which let him take another turn, so I promoted my Radiant Charizard. Luckily, he didn't have a boss order, so he had to kill my 1 prize Radiant Charizard. I still don't have any energy switch to set up my Regidrago, so my only option was to attack with the Grass Ogerpon again. With all the energies he has on the Dialga, I was able to knock it out with the Grass Ogerpon. It was a super close game, but on his last turn, he couldn't get enough energy to attack with his Zamazenta. So he just passed and I attacked next turn, putting me at 2-1. Round 4, we went up against another Dialga. What are the odds? This game was a little quicker than the last. He wasn't able to set up his Dialga V-Star turn 2, so I was really ahead of the game. I took the lead by knocking out his Mew EX with Dragapult's attack. After knocking out his Mew, he was still unable to get his V-Star out. So next turn, I just attacked by copying Giratina V-Star to knock out one of his Dialga V. At this point, my board is looking pretty good. Once he finally got his Dialga V-Star set up, he was able to Star Chronos me and knock out my active Regidrago V-Star. Since I only had 2 prizes left, and I have Radiant Charizard with 1 energy already attached, all I needed was 1 more energy to attack. We got the energy to attack with Radiant Charizard, which gave us the win, putting us at 3-1. Round 4, me and my opponent decided to just ID. We ended the night with a record of 3-1-1. Putting us at 7th place out of 26 players. We got 8 championship points and 3 Twilight Masquerade packs. Let's crack these open. We also got a prize pack series 4 for participating, so let's open this one first. Superior energy retrieval, not bad. And a reversal. Alright, on to the Twilight Masquerade. Pack number 1. Okay, starting off with the EX. Cornerstone, not bad. Let's keep the hits coming. Last pack magic. Not the best packs, but if you guys enjoyed the vlog, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And you guys can check out my other videos right over here. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 50K sub. Thank you guys.